Okay, I wanted to show you first the pants. I can get them in frame. I mean, they're literally like the size of my body. Okay, these are the pants. I'm gonna try them on so you can see what they look like on. I'll be right back. These are on. Little tie at the top. Obviously, this is not the right shirt, but you get the idea. Cute, huh? Okay, so so the next part of the video is going to be me cutting out the fabric. I got some fabric in LA 2 weeks ago, and I think I might have enough. And if I don't, sadly, I'll have to make another trip to the fashion district to find some cute fabric. So they're going to be knit. Stay tuned for part 2, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. Hey everyone, so I wanted to give you part 1 of me turning these pants into a pattern. I've done this a few times with other pants, but this one was a little bit more of a challenge, I think, because the bottom was so wide. I started with the front panel first, and the reason I'm doing this is a knit material, and the way it hangs is so pretty. It's just a really full leg, but it was a lot of fiddling and a lot of um, just trying to align everything to make sure that I got the dimensions as close as possible. And because this elastic on the waistband was kind of stiff, getting up into the waistband area and stretching it out so that I could get like a straight line to figure out how wide I wanted that was a challenge. So here I am just marking it as best I possibly can. I started with the front first. And so if you want to do this with a pair of pants that you have, you fold them together and then bring all of your side seams together and lay it out. And then depending on how it fits you, if you want them exactly the same, then I would trace it right along the edge of the pant and then afterward add your seam allowance to that. So because these pants are so big, I didn't actually add a seam allowance to them because there's so much give. It didn't really make sense for me to add it in there. Plus I tried them on and they fit me great. So this is me doing the front panel. What I ended up doing also is I wasn't sure about the curvature at the top just to make sure that I got the waistband part just right. I took another pattern piece that I had and I laid it down to compare it. It's a palazzo pajama pant pattern, so pretty similar to this, except this pattern obviously is like 2 skirts on the bottom, and that's what gives it that the fullness in the bottom. So now I'm doing the back. The back was a little bit more difficult for some reason. Well, not for some reason, but on the side seams, there's extra when you pull the side seams together, there's extra fabric that kind of lays over. So for me, I just measured how much that gap was. And if you do this, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's hard to describe when you're just watching a video, but I just measured out how much over the seam the back laid, and I added that to the line. So the back of the pant is always a little bit bigger because there's more, surface area to cover. So you'll find that they're not exactly the same. You'll find that when you're doing this for yourself. But after I cut this out, what I ended up doing, like I was saying before, is I brought the palazzo pant pattern in and I was able to measure how close I got the measurements for the waistband, and they're pretty close. So I'm just going to trust what I have. And on the next video, I'll show you guys me cutting it out and sewing it together. See you guys on the next video.